welcome back. As always, be sure to leave a comment if you have anything to add to this video, any format changes I should make, any counts on Borderlands 3 in general, all that jazz. With that out of the way, let's get right into the video. So when we last left off, we killed Troy and learned about Necrodefeo and the first Vault Hunter.
See what happens if you use it.
Oh, we also got the analyzer, so now we can do all that.
Eons after my time, I have set these words down, even as my mind fractures under the weight of what I have done. Find my words and remember their truths in my place, for I am the one who put the Destroyer in its chains. I am the one who murdered the Iridians. I am Myriad.
Oh. I don't remember that.
Crimson Raiders to the bridge.
That's pretty cool. That I don't remember. Okay. All right. Let's see where this goes. I don't remember this being a thing at all.
I thought it was just a myth.
So did I. Typhon de Leon disappeared on his expedition to the Iridian homeworld decades ago. It seems he found it after all. Tyreen said the Destroyer would be free soon. It'll rip the planet apart from the inside. If Typhon de Leon knows how to save Pandora, we have to find him. Never thought I'd say this, killer, but set a course for Necrodefeo.
Beep beep boop beep beep bop bop.
Okay, this might get weird, you guys. Hold on tight.
You know, I think I figured out a big personal problem
Holy crap.
with this whole story.
Necrodefeo.
So this is the Iridian homeworld. After all this time. No sense waiting around. Get down there, Vault Hunter. Find Typhon de Leon.
Drop pod's all set. You be careful down there.
Alright, this may be controversial. And this is just off the top of my head. And like I said before, I'm not a writer. I'm not... Well, I mean, I am criticizing, but like healthy critiques. I'm not saying like, oh, this is all trash, this is garbage. But I think an overall better story, I went the wrong way, would have been if where it says like to be continued in 4 was actually the end of the story.
That bastard Troy. But this ain't the end of the adventure, amigo. I know I haven't always spoken kindly of Pandora, but it's still my home, and we gotta save it.
Yeah, see, I agree. That would be... Maybe if they didn't do it like in a cliffhanger sense. But I think that would be a much better transition into a next game. And then have like Necrodefeo be Borderlands 4. Like all of Borderlands 4 takes place on Necrodefeo. And then you take the general plot up until this point and then expand it more. Because like I said with a lot of different things, like with Ava clearly wanting to have a character arc, with giving more time to like Tina and Brick and Mordecai. And even like, well, I guess Hammerlock and Jacobs kind of got their time in the sun. But
First Pandora was a vault the entire time. Now we've located the Iridian homeworld. You're about to meet Typhon de Leon in the flesh. If you'll excuse me, I must take a power nap in my Saurian.
I don't know. Personally, I think it would have been... Ooh, see, those are cool creatures. I do like the other wildlife they added. Like, especially on Eden 6. Very cool wildlife. Sorry, sidetrack. No, so I think an overall better story would be ending with a teased an ending. Except make it... Oh, Malawon's here? I don't remember that being a thing either. Can I just... Get over top of this. There's an actual barricade. Fuck. Okay, that's kind of dumb. Sorry, my reaction. But I think that would have been a generally better ending if they ended where they teased. Oh, cliffhanger to be teased. Don't leave it in a cliffhanger like that because that sucks. But leave it kind of like how Borderlands 2 ended, of like, oh, we're opening up. There's like how like 2 ended with the key opening up and you see a map like, oh my god, those are vaults on other planets. So it clearly set up, okay, in 3 we're gonna be going to other planets and opening up vaults there, which we do. They did deliver on that. But I think it would have been a lot better if they expanded on that aspect of it. And then Necrodefeo is 4. Is this making sense? Like, are you with me? Are you against me? Like, what do you guys think? Because I don't even know if this is a good idea. I'm just kind of talking just because, like, while this is coming to me. So this all might be garbage. Like, I might be looking at this when I'm editing it later and thinking like, oh wow, you're a dumbass. But I think this would be pretty cool. And I'm sorry if I'm not doing a very good job articulating it. So basically, this game has the same overall plot, but the minor instances, oh yeah, we're doing all that, are expanded. So like how the whole Athena Athena's bit. Shit, what's my homeworld? It's Athena's, right? Oh, it's gonna bug me. Sorry, I gotta get this right. Yes, Athena's. How, like, we spend, what, 1 mission there and it's only 1 map? Expand that more, because that was a cool planet. I like the environment. Expand that area more, give it some more missions. Give Maya a lot more screen time, please. Give her death a lot more meaning. Give Ava the time to have the character arc they clearly wanted her to have.
Somehow the Calypsos knew about the destroyer being imprisoned inside Pandora. That was their goal all along. Should Tyreen leech the destroyer? Well, you are what you eat.
Yeah, and then maybe give a little better overall plot for this new game that I'm just making up in my head.
Vault Hunter, over here. I'm ecstatic to see you. Typhon DeLeon is waiting for you. Please, enter.
Like, obviously they have to expand Necrodefeo into a much bigger planet, like Pandora was in Borderlands 2. Like, give it all that diverse area and a lot more life to it.
DeLeon has charged me with greeting you. So, greetings.
They tell you to cheer up, but honestly it seems like this might be the most cheerful you get.
But especially like this back half, or not half, this back, what, maybe 3rd planet? Probably less than a 3rd even, probably on the last quarter. I think really suffers.
Hunter, I'm Sparrow. Typhon asked me to show you around.
Sparrow, what the hell? Typhon says the universe is in danger. We don't have time for a tour.
Go to hell, Grouse. Tour time!
Go to hell.
FYI, I did all the interior decorating. Nice, right? Just because you're marooned on a deadly planet doesn't mean you can't make it feel like...
I like the change.
Sparrow, open your eyes. The Vault Hunter doesn't like you, and you're irrelevant to their mission.
Whatever.
That is fair.
You're irrelevant to... my ass.
Master hates you, Sparrow.
Okay, this is a dumb joke, but I do like the whole, seeing the silhouette of him, like, tinkering in the background. So if you do what I did, just sat there and listened to him, it looks like a much bigger than...
We got a universe to save!
And all the posters we saw. This is a cool
expecting
reveal.
Someone less handsome? Glad you made it.
And now we can just whip onto his own symbol.
Here's a little something for making the trip.
Makes no sense, but I like it. Thank you.
Gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun, gun! gun.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
it runs
What
on
the?
iridium, so if you got some, I'm always happy to make you a gun or two. But right now, I gotta show you something. This way. Hey, boss, I'm taking the Vault Hunter to the machine. Don't let anyone inside, Maliwan or otherwise.
Now's our chance to prove our worth.
Won't matter. It's the end of the universe.
This laser whip's been handy. Helps me keep up in my sundown years. Plus, whips are great. Lasers, too.
That's pretty cool. I like the laser whip. Very cool. I like that.
By now, you figured out Pandora's a planet-sized vault. Meridians called it the Great Vault or something. A long time ago, they crammed an interdimensional monstrosity in there called the Destroyer. Wasn't easy, but they did it. The Iridians sacrificed their whole civilization to lock that thing away. But they were smart, those aliens. The Iridians had a backup plan, just in case someone was mashuga enough to release the Destroyer. If that happens, well, they named it the Destroyer for a reason. Behind this door is an ancient Iridian astrokinetic vault-powered phase engine something or other. I just call it the machine. Pretty nifty. And the colors! Those Iridians knew how to make an entrance, right? This was the machine that locked away the Destroyer the first time. And it could do it again, too. But we need 4 vault keys to get in. You already got 3 of them, right? You called it, boyo.
Oh, we just have them on us? I kind of assumed that Tannis had them.
Promethea! I found the first vault there, you know. Eden 6. It ain't no paradise.
What? I like Eden 6.
There's one last key, and I know where it is. Heads up, though. It's kind of a schlep. And it
That's
won't
not
be
the
easy.
key to Pandora,
Yeah,
is it?
but I'm sure you're up for it. You're a Vault Hunter, like me. I'm the House Vault Hunter. You're gonna need it.
Oh, woohoo, a common gun.
Maliwan set up a buttload of bases between us and the vault.
Was that?
This is
that the
exactly
whole
why
mission?
I tried to keep Negra the Fail secret in the first place. But I guess that bird's out of its cage.
Alright.
You gotta get the
I
last
guess
key.
we're,
I hid it near the vault. There's a bridge that leads to the
We're
vault
gonna
side.
do 2
Head
missions
there,
for
and good
this
luck with
recording,
Maliwan.
because that was nothing. Assuming I'm still... Yeah, alright. Let's... Alright. 2 missions and 1 video. After I'd started labeling them by the missions, we haven't done that, and I don't recall... Oh my god. Okay, shit like this. That's kind of infuriating. The whole, like, okay, look at that. On the mini-map. Clearly, I'm supposed to go that way. Jesus. I know I was quiet for most of it, but I was, like, listening, you know. Again, this whole playthrough, I'm trying to engage with the story and try to pay attention more. Which I am. And I'm enjoying it a lot more, especially this back half. Really feels like they could have and should have expanded it a lot more.
I'll bet when you saw me, you said to yourself, that's the first Vault Hunter? This guy? Ha! People have been underestimating me my whole life. But like I always say, heroes come in all shapes and sizes. Anyway, keep heading towards the bridge. I'm gonna check in with your people and let them know what's up.
Hey, just got a rambling message from Typhon de Leon. Something about a machine and another vault key. Seems to like you. Do us proud, killer.
We good? Okay. But, like, I don't remember this part much at all, obviously, because for the first half of that last video, I thought we were done with the game.
I've been waiting for this a long time, Vault Hunter.
But
This is General Daniel Trott. You're the feckless SOB who killed my little brother Samuel on Athenas. Well, Tyrene Calypso said you'd show up sooner or later. I taught Sammy how to fight, but you taught him how to die. Now I'm gonna teach you how to die. Just to be clear, Trott!
Another Tron! Boy, that brings me back. Good times.
see, that's also a cool idea of, like, randomly... Oh, fuck. Okay, we're good. Randomly bringing back a villain we fought or a boss we fought that would kind of seem like a one-off villain from Athena's. That's not a bad idea for this game. But, oh man, you know what, honestly, this kind of deserves a whole other video, which I'll probably make after I'm done with this whole playthrough. So here's kind of my plan right now. Is same thing I've been doing, you know, post about a video a day during the week, maybe one on the weekend, depending on whatever's going on. Doing a main mission, continuing the story, whatever. When I'm done with the story, man, it's got a new, hell yeah, a new torque pistol. When I'm done with the story, I think I was gonna make at least like one video, fully like written down, scripted, random gameplay, like I used like my old videos of my thoughts of the game. Now, like after fully playing, basically a second review. Fresh off the gameplay, this playthrough. Well, this would have been nice to know a second ago. Fresh off this gameplay replay, like just basically give me enough time to put all my thoughts down on paper and then like immediately spew it out afterwards. And then maybe even then, like do a week later recap of, okay, now that I've digested the full story again, let's see where we're at. But honestly, I'm liking this theory that I was talking about earlier in this video so much. I might really write it down and see like where they really could expand on this game and could have made this second, all of Necrodefeo into Borderlands 4 and make it feel a lot more like Borderlands 2. We're on one planet, like the whole game takes place on Necrodefeo. Okay, so this is kind of embarrassing, but I cut it there because my dogs were playing in the other room while I was recording. It was making a lot of noise, so originally I was going to pause it, shut the door, and then continue recording, but I accidentally muted my mic when I got up, just out of habit, because I'm used to doing that like when I'm playing with my friends in Discord or whatever else, and I didn't unmute it when I continued the recording. So the rest of this video, I was just talking without anything recording, and I'm very frustrated at myself for that. So now I have to do this over recording afterwards, which, yeah. So now we're gonna do the whole thing over again, basically like this. So I guess if this may be a better way of recording things, let me know, and maybe I'll do future videos like this. I prefer not. I like just being in the moment while I'm playing. I understand I get a little distracted, which is kind of why I always suggest, like, hey, if you want any format changes, let me know, because that could be something that could be pretty annoying for people. I understand that. I can see how that'd be annoying. But if this is maybe something better, I guess let me know. So yeah, basically what I was saying though at the end of that last clip was I really think that this game would have been a lot better if it ended where it said it was going to end. Wait. Oh, never mind. This isn't that important. See, that's kind of the other problem now, is I have to like really pay attention to when they're talking. Because at the time, when I was playing originally, I was really invested in what they were saying, so I could like stop and listen to what they were saying. And now it's a little harder, me not actually playing. Ah, man, this is just a rough way to record. Schmendrick, though. That did give me initial recording, and that got me now. I like Schmendrick. Schmendrick's pretty great.
It's nice to have some company for a change. Haven't had anyone human to talk to for years. See, I crash landed decades ago. I've been marooned here ever since. I had to get real creative to survive here. You want to hear my secret? Get this. I'm really smart. I always say smart's good. Small's good too. You can fit in places. And ugly's the best. People don't want to look at you. Perfect for sneaking. And I do my share of sneaking. Since Malawan showed up, I've been nabbing tech and listening in on their echoes. Great products for piss-poor security. If you're smart.
Hey, Vault Hunter. Bone says Pandora's shaking like an ice skag with fever dreams. No word from Tyrene, but we got your back, which is my preferred view of you, as you know.
So, Typhon.
God, Ellie.
May I call you Typhon? Is that Mr. Leon?
Yeah, later. She died though.
I am so sorry for your loss.
Fucking say this.
If you get a chance, please get Typhon de Leon's autograph for me and a lock of his hair for research purposes.
that does still get me though. Tannis just being that creepy scientist, like that's fun. Like using her siren powers to talk to us directly, the Volhana directly, and like saying her creepy shit. That's good. That's all well and fun. Like she has an echo, she could have like done like maybe a private channel, but no, she chose to use her newly found siren powers to like angel herself into our brain and be like, hey, can you get his autograph? Like that'd be super cool. Like that is a very Tannis nerdy fangirly thing, and I really enjoy that. But this is something actually I don't think I touched on in my initial recording, so it's almost better of me now to be able to look through and say these kind of things. Like going through it once with a minded that way, but now just kind of doing the same similar off the cuff, but now without having to focus on gameplay, I can just focus on what they're saying and what they're talking. This might actually be the way going forward, which is very unfortunate now that we're this far into the game. But so what Typhon says kind of confuses me there. He's like, oh, I haven't had human contact in years, since no one's been here, which makes sense. But I've been sneaking around and stealing tech from Malawan this whole time. That's kind of human contact. Like, I get it. You don't want to be found or something, or whatever. But I don't know. It feels like he could have left, or he should have left, or why sneak around? I get it. Like, he doesn't trust Malawan, he doesn't trust anyone. But you think he'd, like, do more sabotaging rather than just stealing their tech once in a while. Like, you think he'd be, like, blowing up their robots or shipments or, I don't know. It feels like a very weird dynamic of him just being, like, a little hermit. Like, hey, this was my home, I loved it here, I was surviving, I was thriving, whatever else. And now that Malawan's here, he's like, oh shit, now I gotta hide in my little cave with my couple robot butlers that I stole from them without, being seen somehow. And that's the other thing.
Run, Vault Hunter. Well, you can, but I'll find you. And my ship, to be clear, it's got great vantage. Its vantage is my greatest advantage.
I definitely said this in the first recording, but I like the idea of them bringing back like a brother or cousin, whoever Trant is to Trant, their two generals. But you can't have every villain be this, whatever, bro. That's what Trant was. I guess it makes sense if they're related, having them both be that kind of Trant. Okay, fine. I'll give that to you. That's fine. But it really feels like Tyrene almost fills that goal of not being threatening, being trying to be silly, funny in your face, like, yeah, whatever, in your face, huh? You eat butts, kind of. You can't have every villain be that way. Have a side villain. Have the Trant, and then his cousin Trant come back later and be very similar. Okay, that's not a bad idea. But you can't have the main villain be that way, and you can't have, like, every villain be that way. But I guess Kawagawa wasn't. what were the other villains? I don't even remember any other significant villains right now off the top of my head.
Didn't anyone teach you how to fight?
Athena's had Tron. Pandora had Mouthpiece. But I guess Mouthpiece was kind of like that too, wasn't he? He was supposed to be playing. Mouthpiece should have been a lot cooler. Mouthpiece was a really cool idea that I feel like they kind of ruined, unfortunately. Fuck, who else? What are the plans? On Eden 6 we had Aurelio, but that was already an established character.
I'm gonna end you.
So if they...
For my name is Daniel Trond.
I don't know, I feel like they are too similar to Tyreen and Eclipses in general. And this is just a stupidly easy boss fight. He doesn't even get an intro. I didn't realize that the first time, but he doesn't even get an intro. You just jump down and up, there's the boss bar. That's so bizarre. Why would he not get a... I don't know. I guess this really isn't much different from my initial way of recording. So I guess if this is preferred, let me know down in the comments if you like this rather than me just play it straight-faced, no discussion, whatever, and then go back through and do a voiceover afterwards over the gameplay. I wouldn't mind doing that. I mean, it's different. It'll give me a... I can play through it, have it fresh in my memory, then run it back through right away. Like back after back, so I'm not fully distracted while I'm playing. I'm more just distracted by the audio, and it'll give me to focus more on the audio, which I guess was the initial point of this playthrough. But yeah, that was a stupidly easy boss fight.
That's where I hit the key. Don't worry, I'll stand guard outside the machine and keep the other keys safe. Now get your heroic keys to moving. We got a universe to save.
I also feel like that was a very... Why even set up you fight another General Tron if you're just gonna kill him off right away that fast? Like, I get it, he was kind of like a side joke anyway of like, you killed my brother or cousin. Fuck, I don't even know what was he supposed to be.
You made it. Now, there's a big-ass Iridian temple up ahead. That's your ticket to the vault.
There's just such bizarre choices.
Time to break through.
That really, I feel like a broken record at this point, but that really feels like the statement of this whole game is good ideas with poor execution. Like, there's so many cool ideas. Like, okay, you kill basically a villain of the week, go into Athena's, and oh, General Tron, yeah, he's the big bad Malawan general that led his forces to take over Athena's. And then you kill him on Athena's. Okay, cool. Oh, his cousin, other General Tron, is taking over Necro-Defeo. That would be kind of cool. Like, just like the same, not the same dude, obviously, like, have him a little different. But give him like the same voice actor. Give him a lot of the same personality traits, but have like the second one more menacing. Like, have him actually like be a genuine threat. And give him like maybe the same moveset, but make the other one bigger. Like,
So did everyone, except my wife Leda. She figured it out. After we got married on Pandora, we left to find Necro-Defeo for our honeymoon. Well, we ended up crash landing. See, I put the ship on autopilot while we got busy. That's on me. And so was she. Anywho, the ship was kaput, comlink was kaput, but we didn't care. We were in love. Later, she was whip smart. And smart with the whip. Boy, did that come in handy on our honeymoon.
goddamn Typhon.
That's when the real action began. Skag on skag, key and hook, the double Calvin. 9 months later, well, there's only one thing in life that happens 9 months later.
Oh my god. Fuck. See, okay, so no. I can't do this kind of recording before, because I laughed so hard the first time listening to that in this playthrough. I mean, because that's such a good fucking line. I fucking love Typhon just after that, and it still got me the second time, but not nearly as much. Oh my god, no, I gotta not fuck up next time and actually record the initial reaction to shit like that. Because, oh my god, it got me so hard. It was fucking hilarious. Ah, man. Yeah. Unfortunate. But, man, Typhon is just such a cool character. Like, I am glad we got to meet him. I remember a few videos back, I had a reaction of like, oh man, I wish that we actually didn't meet him. Like, it would have been cooler if he was the legend. And I think it would be cool to have a legend we never meet. But I am glad they hyped him up, and then, like, you know, they gave a joke, and the joke itself really is pretty lame. Like, it's one of those funnier on paper jokes of like, oh yeah, the man, the myth, the legend, this bigger than life character. And oh, he's just a short little ugly dude that likes adventure. Like, ha 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 ha. But he's a funny enough character on his own. Like, that line right there fucking had me spiraling. I thought it was hilarious. But, oh man. He's a cool character, like the whole, like, yeah, on the first adventure, I like adventure, all that jazz. That's what he's about, that's what he is. He's the first Vault Hunter. Like, it makes sense that's what he is. And then he got a wife, he got kids, like, he's living the dream. He found Necro on accident, but, I mean, probably a happy accident, I think he would say. And then, he's living a life. He's just chilling here. It's great.
For a while, we were one happy family. Then later, she died. And I had to raise the kids alone. I thought opening a vault would be the hottest thing I'd ever do. Was I wrong?
Wait, you've got kids, Typhon?
Yeah, 2 of them. The boy, he got sick all the time. And my daughter talked circles around me. Only time they'd sit still was to hear about my adventures. Killing monsters, opening vaults, being a hero. They couldn't get enough. I filled their heads with all sorts of stories. Even told them about the Great Vault. That was a mistake. A story can be a dangerous thing in the wrong hands.
Okay, see, this is why I can't do recordings this way. I remember looking back and thinking, like, I remember saying at this point, oh, I'm invested in this story, this is so cool. Like, I love that foreshadowing, and I do. That right there, fantastic foreshadowing, because I remember that he is the Clifton twins' dad. And that is beautiful foreshadowing. If you were paying attention, if you were listening, like, you probably could have put those pieces together right here. Like, this is pretty blatant putting the pieces together. But the fact he doesn't straight up tell you, he just hints at it, is very, very frustrating. I thought, at this time, that it was brilliant because, oh, he's been stranded on Necro DeFeo this whole time. Like, he probably doesn't know what's going on with his kids. Like, he probably doesn't know what's going on Pandora and Eden 6 and Athena. He doesn't know that they're being invaded by like bandit clans. That they are the ones that united the bandit clans. Even if he does have an outside source, he probably heard about the bandit clans uniting, and if anything, he'd be like, "Oh shit, well, I better just stay here then. I got a little happy little house here. I hope my twins that ran away are safe and they're taking care of each other and whatever." But that would make so much more sense as to why he's like almost being cryptic here. So just keep that in mind. I'm not going to say it yet, because if you don't remember either, then, well, I might have just given it all away right there. But later on in this mission, he says something.
The temple's just up ahead. Those Malin sucker years ago.
Alright, that's pretty cool. I do like that part too. About like, oh yeah, they're probably here looking for the vault. Little they know that I opened it up years ago. Those suckers. Which, do we ever get a confirmation on why Malawan's even here? Like, how do they find out about Necrotafeo? And why are they fighting a war basically on two fronts? Like, they have all these resources to send here while they're trying to take over Atlas on Promethea? Why would they not send all of these troops to Promethea? They were kicking Atlas's ass. They should have took over if they just sent this. Like, what the hell? They had space lasers that was just taking shit out left and right. They could have easily came and just did a hostile takeover. That was the fucking name of the mission, was hostile takeover. They could have like legitimately done a full-on hostile takeover of Atlas. What the fuck, Malawan? You have all these sources just chilling on Necrotafeo? Excuse me. It's in my throat. God, that's so frustrating. What are they doing here? Oh man. Anyway, I'm sorry if I like gave it away, but there's something later happens because yeah, there's no way I can do recording to this because at this point I was geeking out about how cool of a setup that was. Because I was under the impression that Typhon didn't know what the Eclipses were doing, and I was freaking out like that's so cool. This is such good storytelling. I was talking all this stuff about how I legitimately said I want to do like 2 recordings tonight because I was so excited, and how it seems like we only got a couple of missions left, which it does. It seems like we're pretty much done with the story, which is pretty nuts. Because on one hand it feels like I've been doing this forever, but on the other hand it feels like we just started this. It's one of those weird in-betweens of like, man, the pacing is so weird in this game, which is precisely why I really feel like it could have benefited from splitting up into 2 different games. Having Necrotafeo be its own planet, and then it was a full assault against Malawan, like in their full force. Like Malawan really became the Hyperion that Borderlands 2 was. Not to compare them to Handsome Jack again. Really not trying to make that comparison, even though I keep bringing it up. But have
The entire place fortified, but the only way to the vault is the elevator inside. So you're gonna have to send those puzzles packing.
but it really feels like it would have been such a cool stopping point right now. Now Tyrene's fueled of, oh, you killed my brother, you son of a bitch. Even though I still stand by it would have been cool if Troy did a full reversal and actually tried to rebel. Man, alright. This is probably a good time to bring that up, if anything. Now that we're past that point. Troy's dead, all that jazz. We really saw him start to rebel. We really saw him start to rebel towards that fight. Sorry, that interruption. About how Tyrene's sitting there, like, dying, like, Troy, you gotta stop, I'm dying, because he was siphoning her to charge the vault key. Like, that was the closest we saw to him rebelling. He really felt like he was starting to embody the whole, I don't need you, I have my own power now, like, I've been, you know, basically a leech off of you.
This generation of vault hunters, I tell ya, must be something in the water. There's an elevator you can take up to the vault. I know how it works. Yep, there's your problem. Elevator's missing 2 crystals. Everything runs on crystals around here. Ooh, looks like one's over there.
That is a stupid little video gamey thing they added on. I don't know why, I find that just charming.
Put it in the statue's hands, like an offering.
I also find it funny how Malawan had all this stuff set up.
That other crystal is, though.
Like they had a full-on, like they had this like weird Iridian puzzle with crystals and lasers and shit solved, and we just show up and fucking solve it and fix it and take all the credit and get the vault without them. It's silly. It's dumb. I like it though. But yeah, what was I saying about Troy? Sorry, I really want to. I want to shut up during the audio because I want to like fully invest in the story and let you guys hear. I want to talk over any of the sound clips. But
You're the crystal. Over to that statue.
okay, so
Huh. Still
God
not
damn it.
working. Right. You gotta align the statues. Looks like Maliwan rigged up some sort of device to turn them.
Yeah, see right there. Malwan had all this shit figured out before we show up. And we just come here and get all the credit the last second. Took us 5 seconds to just use their shit that they were already doing. We show up the exact right time.
Just take that elevator straight to the vault. Been a long time since anyone's been in there. Oh, almost forgot. Me and Leda, we made it on the elevator too. Right where you're standing.
So you made it to Necrotafeos. Slow clap, cause you're slow. Always playing catch up, aren't ya? All that's left on that planet is dust and demons. Trust me.
Hurry, Vault Hunter. The key's just up ahead.
You're
Dude,
wasting
that's a
your time.
cool moment for Tyrene,
The
I think.
destroyer's almost here, and when I consume it, I'm gonna be a god. I know you're listening, Dad. Are you proud of your little girl?
Tyrene? Starlight.
What? You weren't gonna tell them, were you, Dad? Oops. Well, Vault Thief, guess who taught us everything we needed to know to take this galaxy apart piece by piece? Typhon DeLeon, the first Vault Hunter. Oh, Dad, by the way, Troy's dead. Your friend there killed him, so have fun with that.
Vault Hunter, the Guardians know you're here. Fight them off. We'll talk after.
I like that. I like everything about that interaction, except the way she talks about Troy being dead so nonchalantly. Like, I get it. There was probably some tension towards the end because of what I was just saying before all that audio happened, all the dialogue happened. But she should be pissed about it. This should be her anger going into what I would hope would be the 4th game if they would have cut it where I personally think they should have. Of being that, like, you killed my brother. Like, there's so many different ways they should have gone about it, and they hinted at, and they just really felt like they chose the worst option. It feels like to me. But right there, beautiful execution. Typhon mentions that, oh, you have a kid, Typhon? That's crazy. Yeah, I got 2 of them, you know, the one's got whatever. So it feels like he didn't know what they were doing now. And I feel like that would have been so much stronger if he just didn't know.
Get rid of those Guardians, Vault Hunter. Then we can grab the key.
But then Tyrene comes in and says, oh, hi, Dad. How's it going, Dad? Wait, what? Like, that's crazy. And that is such a cool way to do that reveal. I fucking love everything about that. Until she mentions Troy. And says it so nonchalantly. Like, if she was trying to invoke a response from Typhon being like, by the way, he killed your baby boy.
Think I'd just leave the key lying around? I hid it. There's a weird-looking Iridian device over there. Activate it, and I'll join you. And then we'll have our talk.
But by the way, they killed your son. And like, but that was almost played for like a joke or like in her weird snotty way. That should have been more sincere. That should have had emotion behind it. It's just so frustrating we didn't get to see that. I don't understand why they chose that. It's just, I don't know.
Hate those things. Me and Leda beat that Vault monster together. Let's go pay her a visit. Come on, Vault Hunter. Not for now.
Typhon. That thing with Troy.
Yeah, listen. I know what's been going on out there. Troy and Tyree,
God,
my kids,
I hate that.
they became monsters. No other way to say it. And you're a Vault Hunter. You kill monsters. Simple as that. Look, I'm not saying I'm glad my boy's dead, but at least he can't hurt people no more.
Typhon, why didn't you tell us the Calypsos were your children?
I wanted to, and I should have, but I couldn't find the words. How my kids ended up, that's on me. And I might have doomed the whole universe, but I can't let that be how my story ends. After their mother died, I was so scared I'd lose them too. So I kept them here. I thought they'd be happy, but they kept staring up at that sky, full of stars they'd never reach. To me, this planet was enough. The reward at the end of my hunt. To them, it was just a cage.
Yeah, see, that's frustrating. He either should have came clean that the Calypsos were his kids, or he didn't know that was them, and then we discovered Necrotafeus and Typhon Leon some other way. Like, he doesn't know about the outside world. I think that'd be so much better. It's just such a frustrating in-between. I don't like how they did it. It's me personally.
Yes, I could have been clearer. I got it.
I know, like, again, not a writer, don't want to, like, really punish and say, oh, it's trash, it's garbage, but,
Okay. That's done. Take the key.
I really feel like this...
Now to the vault. Like I said, me and Leda already killed the monster, but there's something you gotta see.
I really feel like this scene should have been done better.
Tattoos, we knew we had to protect them. Sirens! The rarest thing in the universe. And there were 2 of them right in our arms. The only way to keep them safe was to stay here forever. But that didn't work out so well. I might have been a first-rate adventurer, but I was a third-rate pops. If you don't raise your kids right, what kind of hero are you? Listen, what comes next, it ain't gonna be easy. We got one shot, but I gotta fix this for later.
I feel like if he knew what was going on, he would have done something sooner. And if he didn't know, then they could have easily found some other way that we discovered he's still alive and where Necrotafeus is and all that jazz.
Boy, this brings me back. Been avoiding this place a long time. So, me and Leda, we sort of already looted the place. But I got something for you. Okay, go on. Get your reward. You earned it.
Yeah, this also seems like a weird choice of...
Just joshing you. Here, have this.
Like, yeah, I get the joke.
Give it a go, Vault Hunter. I've never been inside the machine, but I'm gonna guess we're gonna need all the firepower we can get our hands on. You check in with your people, I'll head to the machine. And hey, from one Vault Hunter to another, thanks.
Oh my god, it was a butt on the wall. I genuinely didn't know what... Like, I thought those were like symbols, like a few C's and stuff. I did not know that was supposed to be a butt drawn on the wall when I was playing through this the first time. So maybe this after recording is kind of a good thing, because yeah, that blew my mind. But that is essentially the end of the episode. So I guess, what do you think of this new format? Came upon accidentally. Let me know if you want me to do more like this. I definitely have a lot of thoughts.
If I had a body, you could bet your ass I'd be a Vault Hunter too. You know Balex is a natural born hunter, baby.
Oh, I'm sure. I definitely have a lot of thoughts about this section in particular, but I guess we're gonna end it there. And next time we'll do In the Shadow of Starlight. We're definitely getting close to the end of the game. We have to go back to Necrotafeus though, right? Like, there's gotta be more on that planet. I don't really remember, but there's gotta be more. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this way of doing recording videos. I guess I can do more like this if it's something that you guys like. Personally, I like just being in the moment, like while I'm playing recording. But this is a pretty solid alternative, I guess I'd say. If I can't get it, because it's nice to see things I didn't catch the first time, really stop and pay attention during the dialogue and listen in. So let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.